they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I smell fear in that offense.
Herbert. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Check pass. Check pass.
58 to Mike. 58.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. 28 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Double tight. Double tight.
3 down.
Huh. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Hey, check.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
No!
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Caught right side at Snead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come to... We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch screen.
From the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. 58's the mic, 58.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Push him back. 58, right over there. Yeah.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact,
and his pass is entered. Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of steps.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Herbert forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Jackson will throw again. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense. I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
3 down.
On second down, Hitler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Joshua Kelly, 54 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play a back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Badgley on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Hey, Ozzy! Sit hot!
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Sit hot!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because often...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. He got 29 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Okay, this isn't take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about and that last error.
Being shut out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Backwards, now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he stopped immediately there. And that one was from up here.
Does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.